Hey guys, MKDH here, and yeah, post commentary for this video for this Farce of a level being done without pause coming. I'd say something about things like how the most praiseworthy thing by and far about it is having the heavy tank usage introduction condensed with showing without telling, but they have to take a backseat to something I have to complain about. The general sociopathy in plaguing video game communities. The reason I'm needing to complain is because of people calling me a sociopath. All things considered, I had to point to my Black Gold Grunt Viewpoint Challenge video to make a counterpoint. If I were a sociopath, believe me when I say I would never have provided the given commentary I had there. Heck, I'm actually sticking to my guns, simply keeping the video up at all. There actually seems to be no reason to do that, but even if I were to deprive the people of the Black Gold Run, I shouldn't dump honesty in favor of the excuse of no harm, no foul. That's... what's the term? Shallow, I believe? I do need to bring up the Black Gold video regardless for the purposes of this one when I think about something. Let's just say you'd be surprised how I feel about trigonometry. I'm obviously not going to disclose exactly what I'm thinking about, and not in a public video, because that's just big for people to be stated. You can argue that that claim makes me unpopular, but no, I know exactly what people are like. I know they will use the other person in wanting something as an excuse to be unpleasant. To this day, they have proven that much to their hypocrisy. There is simply no fleeing them in any way that doesn't involve that happening. That doesn't involve the happening of your own pain and agony. That's the underlying problem in my life. I'm forced to be passive in a loop, and oh look! Suddenly, I'm boring or some such. You see, I already get those miserable stalker accusations on incredibly slight provocation. Now I'm realizing my life suffers in every aspect because of this brand of idiocy. Not just the communication with females. No, that would be too damn simple. I get to complain when people don't even show indication that they could even want me to follow the advice of yourself. To any degree, even a toned down one that mitigates the given problem. It's almost as if my mere existence is simply heinous. What? I'm needing to talk about this when video game communities want to be wretched hives. You may have noticed I uploaded a few videos showcasing a few given players are exactly what they are. Bad players. They fire back claiming I'm lying and post one video that happens to be a low mech where both mechs are hyper-aggressive. You may have noted in turn that I posted a replay showing that I, via his counter, absolutely butchers mechs who do not believe in boxing. Ugh. And in the midst of making a point in that one video did not remark that I suck at games, I had to bring up that on my True Remit video for Kirby Triple Deluxe there, this comment by 1997 C. Jones that shows so you made it through 2 days after the game came out without abilities or healing, and despite not being not damaged, he completely refused to dodge or even block, all the while coughing every 10 seconds or so. This is so awesome! And that brings up that there's actually reasons I'm wishing that was the full story. It's obviously sensitive details that I'm only going to reveal at my discretion. Anybody I'm trusting you with them, I don't want you revealing them for reasons you'd see why. But all the same, it does ultimately prove that people in gaming communities only see what they want to. To hell with the truth when it just results in taking pain. Never mind that the truth eventually comes to light anyway, and there's not even a snowball chance that the backlash wouldn't be worse. And the truth is that they are sadists, utterly devoid of empathy. You know, that concept sounds familiar, and I get the feeling it has to do with how the topic is about sociopathy. But I'm sure it's just me. People, when you follow the no sympathy mentality, you make your own bed and you have to sleep in it. It's that simple. Oh right, I forget. These people are popular to begin with, so of course they can do no wrong. Well then, answer me this, people. Would you even consider doing bathroom detail? And I know the GameFuck community, I know GameFuck is just one community, yeah, one of many communities that has these scumbags in the first place. YouTube has many videos that follow in all of that miserable salt meme, for God's sake. Besides which, I also had a friend on Skype report to me that GameFuck keeps showing up on Google, and he keeps falling into the temptation to read the involved topics to his invariable regret. The fact that these people are popular only proves that they are not the upstanding fellows they're supposed to be at all. Instead, we get problems like the cross assault incident. Don't even get me started! Obviously, not everybody is like this, because there are people like Who Is This Kid who prove nice enough. To the likes of him, to the loyal friends on Skype, and to people like those on the Battalion Wars modifying forum or on Ironhide's forums, this rant certainly is not directed at you, because you do exist, and I have not seen bullshit from you. This whole thing is not something to treat as something directed at you as a result. In fact, I have little doubt that you care about the creation or destruction, and if so, props to you. Of course, to the real sociopath, and you know who you are, here's what I have to say to you. I spit at you, because you are nothing but miserable slime balls, only caring about the easy way out for some quick self-gratification. And when you're called out for it, you will hide behind whoever and whatever you can. And you, well, know what? You actually are funny, because by calling me a sociopath, even ignoring that you don't think it possibly is, you have in fact proven yourself absolutely pathetic to make incredibly judgment calls on my character. And yes, this stuff particularly warns being talked about when events like Comic-Con celebrate shows that claim people complaining about Comic-Con's lottery entry barrier are idiots who regret the pay. It's just... why? It's just being offensive for some sake. Why is this garbage so rampant when being idiocy is supposed to be self-explanatory? What? To any friends who could have an explanation or something, please leave a comment in the comment section just to support the people. I'm just going to get back to this badly designed level that makes me glad I have more ways to prove I don't suck at games than proving I don't need to pause them, even to check how many of the NPCs are still alive. Look at that, I'm already in the space. Yeah. In case you're wondering why I keep calling the ant here big and having them go back to wait mode, it's to change them, to try to get them to start attacking near units instead, because yeah, they do have that annoying problem of attacking anything, even if it's lane units like heavy tanks. Why do you attack heavy tanks? But you judge heavy tanks at all. I get that. Then again, I'm sure you saw that heavy tank respawn. Sure you saw that heavy tank pop out of nowhere, and yeah, you see why I complain about the level having bad design. And God. You're going to see right here. Yeah, the heavy tank charges at the NTR vehicle. I have it placed on the peninsula for a reason, but you think they'd reward that better. I don't care. At least his misery's nearly over. Oh wait, there's still the lighthouse station. Oh, and here, yeah, Space Invader strategy, hence for the people in the Battalion Wars modding community complaining about not locking on, not killing extra damage. Yeah, not locking it out allows me to manually aim, and it'll lock a unit where I essentially couldn't otherwise. That's powerfully nothing its own right, especially if we're involving burst damage. So yeah, like I recommend to people, I recommend not going if you're going to go through this miserable level. You still have to know plenty of games nuance. That's fine, but could they at least patch up the level a little? Please. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yeah, all 18 guys are alive. I checked the hack count in case you're wondering why I'm acting the way I do with a freaking manual heavy tank. Hey, mission over. I mean, look at that. Perfect score.